Hi everybody, it's Debbie at Dewdrop Gables. I'm here to show you a challenge, or what I made for a challenge that I entered. Fiona Jennings at Jennings644 had a miniature challenge, and she had done a few videos last week on making miniatures and challenged us to make something either that she had done or something that we could think of. I've never done a miniature before. Never really had much interest. I wasn't a dollhouse kind of girl. But when I saw her make the golf bag, I fell in love with it. My husband's a huge golfer. I used to golf quite a bit myself. But it just looked perfect. So I thought, I am going to try that. Even if I don't enter it into the challenge, it's something that'd be pretty cute to have for a card that I could make for my husband for his birthday. So this is what I did. I used a heavy craft cardstock that I had, and I didn't use plaid ribbon in the middle like Fiona had. I used some of this burlap webbing that I had taken out of a settee that I had to take apart when it was falling apart. I saved all the springs and burlap webbing and a lot of parts. So I cut that down to size, and for the top and the bottom, and also on the very bottom, I put a strip down here to cover the seam, and that's where I put the handle. I used this vinyl that was left over after reupholstering the chairs out in my husband's games room workshop, and it worked perfectly. I also took a couple pieces, cut it down, and folded it, then folded it over again to make like a pocket flap, because our golf bags always have pockets on them for balls, tees, pencils, anything you're going to need when you're out on the golf course. And I put two of these little pockets on. They don't hold anything. They're not real pockets, just for show. And I have these little teeny weeny blingy pieces, and I used one on each of the pockets to make it look like that was the snap closure. I thought it turned out kind of cute. And Fiona put emblem kind of decoration on hers. I didn't have any emblems, but I did have this old bracelet that I found at a garage sale. So I cut one of the leaf pieces off and painted it with acrylic paint and glued that on there. And then the handle. I love it. I think it turned out adorable. And then the golf clubs. Fiona had us attaching the club foot, the head of the golf club, onto the skewer with thread. And I had a heck of a time tying the thread. My fingers just too big. And so the next ones I used a white floral tape, and it worked really easy for me. Because it was the sticky kind, I didn't have to glue it or anything. And she painted hers with, I think it was Adirondacks silver, something like that. I didn't have any of that, but what I did have was liquid pearls in silver. So I used that, but I thought it came out too bright, so I distressed it a bit with some of the frayed burlap just to tone down the brightness of it. And I put grips on the end. And what I used for those, I had picked up this roll of, well, this is just a small piece of it, of wallpaper at an antique store or a flea market or something for $1. It was a huge roll. I've used quite a bit of it lining dresser drawers, masculine dressers. Anyway, I just cut a piece of that off, and that was really fiddly trying to glue that down and get a nice tight fit, but anyway, I thought they turned out kind of cute. They look like old-fashioned golf clubs in an old-fashioned golf bag. I was thinking about putting feet on it. I even cut some really tiny pieces off the dowels that I used for the clubs, but I decided not to. It's not perfect. The bottom I can see needs a lot of improvement, but for my first time ever making a miniature, I thought it turned out okay. Thanks very much. I hope you like it, Fiona. Have a nice day. Talk to you later. Bye.